run it back on the silent because that is not satisfying. Go against the Guardian. That's a boss we can actually deal with. Lose 6 max HP to choose a rare card to obtain upgraded card or obtain 100 gold. These are some amazing options. An early shop here. A 4-lead path along the left-hand side. Yeah, it was decent. Maybe if we didn't go for the split really early on, could have worked out, and then we would have saved the Gambler's Brew for later, but eh. Rare cards can be really good. We can get like a glass knife, get an adrenaline. Many good things. Oh. Well, I got what I asked for. Glass knife, admittedly, it doesn't scale into the late game quite as well, but and for a first act card, it's pretty solid. There's a late Flaming Elite as well that I'd like to go for, so that's the current aim. There was a 4-lead path along the left-hand side that I'm currently avoiding just due to lack of campfires. We're fighting the Guardian. We'll want something like Deadly Poison. Yes. No. 74 gold for a relic. Are we going into a shop? I don't think we actually... We're not currently going into a shop. We may change our mind here, but we'll trade 74 gold for a Specimen. I haven't played with this in a while. Whenever an enemy dies, transfer any poison it has to a random enemy. Alright, last chance here. I don't really like any of these. Especially like a Cloak and Dagger doesn't pair with anything we're doing now. We are certainly not doing discard deck shenanigans right now. Easy choice. This fight is not guaranteed to go well really at all. We don't have any potions at all to deal with this. Nor do we have like card cycle or, you know, any of those other useful things. 9 damage next turn. I think that's correct to guarantee the kill here. Last knife is currently 20 damage. We could, and we did, get the kill there. It was better to block, actually. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Let me think about that. No. We always take 10 damage next turn, but just kind of is what it is at this point in the fight. Glass knife? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Okay. Pick up an ink bottle. Chance at a choke, finisher, and a sucker a punch. I don't really like any of these. We kind of need cards, though. Don't really want to take the sucker punch, but just think we need the cards. Take a quick nap and go into and get our captain's wheel. Toot toot, we got a little boat started here. We're always going into either Gremlin Knob or Lagavulin. In both fights, we're going to want one of our weakness cards upgraded, and then going into the Guardian fight, ideally we have our Deadly Poison upgraded. I don't know if that actually happens, though. But again, we'll want our weak cards upgraded. Don't think we take the Flaming Elite with this. If we had potions, it would be a lot easier. Go this way and see what happens. Chance at a Blade Dance, Accuracy, and Backflip. These are also not the cards we're looking for. Yikes. I mean, we could take a Backflip, I guess? Okay. So in this fight in particular, we're looking to open with probably Deadly Poison, Glass Knife, but opening with this hand is going to be our best source of damage. We'll guarantee a weakness next turn, and then on the subsequent turn, we'll have Captain's Wheel to basically block everything. Not having the poison down might end up being a mistake, though. I really like our block possibility over the next 2 turns. I'm going to go here. Actually, trying at Cinder's Bane's amazing. Toot toot, we got a boat. Let's see where we're at. Never mind, let's not, because it's dead. Pick up a Shuriken and a chance at a Bouncing Flask and a Catalyst. Yes. Bouncing Flask is absolutely the card we need to deal with the Guardian. And we can either take a shop here with 123 gold or an event into another elite, again with no potion. The fact that we have not picked up a single potion yet is exceedingly improbable. I mean, it's either try sentries again or it's Gremlin Knob. I hadn't thought the situation through, Retreat. You know what? You've just stacked it, that's all. So you stay on the throne, but the value has increased. You've increased the what people need to earn to actually usurp the throne. Sorry. I'm going to go for it, actually, with... Oh, shh. That that is a very big problem. So this slaver makes you vulnerable, and this slime makes you frail. We're being made frail on turn 1, and we've gone through basically all of our block. Things are not looking good, but I think the spike slime is guaranteed to be attacking next turn. So we'll go for the kill, and that should be effective block, since we'll not be taking this damage. It's something. We are being made vulnerable this turn, but we have Toot-Toot Captain's Wheel coming through to save us. You pass on all this stuff. No potion again. An interesting turn of events. We're gonna draw with ink bottle, but we want survivor next turn. That's about it. That works. All right, 15 damage. We have upgraded strike and unupgraded strike that'll do it. So pretty good odds. I don't think we'll have to hit this sentry with neutralize. We've basically got it next turn. So let's do this. Gotta remember to prep ink bottle a little bit here and there as I can. And then waste it. Please be kind. Oh. I appreciate the advanced tips. So if we proc Shuriken twice, then the Last Knife never loses its effective value. How about that? We'll take a nap here. I don't like napping before Guardian, but, you know, turn 2. Turn 2 is spooky. Turn 2 no longer spooky. Math, where are you? There you are. Pro players kill him before turn 2? Never be pro. That said, unlike a lot of other players, you know, by the way, we haven't taken a single point of damage this fight. The rest was not needed. It turns out this fight's pretty easy. The compare and contrast to the slime boss, it's just a whole different world. Anyway, like many other people, I do not have even 1,000 hours in this game yet, so much more time to go. Chance at an ectoplasm, a fusion hammer, and a calling bell. I guess it's a fusion hammer. So the issue with ectoplasm, beyond its base thing of not allowing you to get gold anymore, is we haven't removed any of our strikes yet. So if we can't get any gold and our shops are useless, we may just end up like having all this junk in our deck that is preventing us from doing the thing that we're trying to do based on the cards that we've added. And going to 4 energy like allows us to get more shuriken procs. Whatever. We just want 4 energy, so I guess it's Fusion Hammer. Bell, I've tried Bell a few times. I'm not gonna say it's bad. Yep. That's about where that stops. I will say that it hasn't really worked for me yet. In place of a 4th energy. Outside of like maybe having an Omamori or something like that, I think it can be difficult to make work for you. If we stick to the left here, we have Campfire Elite, and then we can make a branching path decision into a potential 3rd Elite. We have a lot of forms of weakness for the Book of Stabbing, a Footwork, I guess, Corpse Explosion for the other 2 Elites. But we don't have any shops along the left-hand side, and I don't think we've been to a shop yet, and I'd really like to get rid of these strikes. If we stick to the middle-ish here, we can go through a shop. All our shops are on the right. We can go through 2 shops if we want to remove 2 strikes, but then we only ever get 2 elites, and then we're going Elite, Combat, Flaming Elite. Just spooky. Team title's a lie. I'm sorry. I know. I should have gone for the boss relic swap. That's what I was thinking of. Those are good memes. Oh, I overblocked there. With just Survivor Footwork, the Thread and Needle was enough. I could have gotten one more thing off there. $18 damage, we take 14 of it. Not sure Distilled Chaos even saves us here. Okay. I mean, if it saves us 14 damage, that's better than a block potion already. It's pretty good. Oh, you know what? I should be prepping my ink bottle now that I see it at the end of these fights. Still no potion, I'd just like to point out. So upgraded cards have really high value for us right now, considering we have the Fusion Hammer. Deflect Plus is not that exciting. It is 9 block for free, and we can backflip into it potentially. Maybe someday it'll have a use. We'll see. Glass knife, please. Hey. No potions. That's... Oh, colorless potion. Yay. Yay. That's so exciting. All right, chance to remove a card. That is pretty high value right now. Take it. Oh, wait. There we go. Still had it. 11. Get the eyes. Well, if only we could take his eyes. All we're here for. Alright, my dude, you got 14 HP left. We never do that much. Ouch. It's a random bit of 9 damage there at the end. Dagger Spray Plus. Or boss. Bronze Automaton. Also just flechettes sometimes. A shop. Interesting. So chance at a malaise, a well-laid plans. See if that adds up. 88, 81, 75, 244. We can afford it all. Boop. He's gone. What snake, I say? Okay. Wait, I should have gone this way, shouldn't I? Well, maybe. We'll see. We're at 9. This goes to 16. 17. It's all good. Ooh. It's going to be our best malaise turn by far, but we want to get that poison down. Oh, it's always malaise. Next turn we have Footwork Glass Knife. Yeah, the subsequent turns will be multi-attack turns, so that's probably always just the play. Okay, Corpse Explosion versus +1 strength. The poison's better. See, we need to both backflip. Yeah, let's draw through this stuff. Don't want to take any... Well, honestly, we have like nothing to do with this campfire, but guess that's fine. We'll just recall. And then maybe in the future we'll take a different path. Up a mango for 14 max HP, a fear potion, and a chance at a nightmare, doppelganger, and an upgraded calculated gamble. Seen a lot of upgraded cards actually. The things that we're using nightmare on right now are not particularly interesting. I don't really like doppelganger. I don't think we need that stuff. A strike dummy. Gross. I'm guessing our Act 3 relic will be better than a strike dummy. Or at least I hope so. Now, if we had taken Strike Dummy, we would have hit a nice breakpoint on Fat Gremlin, but that doesn't count. That doesn't matter. Oh, misplay. Ah, so we should have proc Shuriken into Gremlin Leader, right? And then we could have one-hit this guy. A small amount of damage. It's 14. Oh, Corpse the... Jeez, I know. I saw it. I saw it when it was too late. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, Corpse the Minion. That makes a lot of sense. And they would have all just died on this turn. Rookie mistakes. I am playing into the Specimen, though. Very slightly. That's all right. Next time, next time. If we want the Malaise again. Maybe we'll want it for the defense. That could be a thing. Corpse the Minion, they say. At 11 plus 10, that is super overkill. Beautiful. Yes, it was definitely a mistake, for sure. Take the heal hook for some extra cycle. We usually have weak down, and it does kind of proc Shuriken sometimes. It's upgraded. Ooh. Choose cards to add to our deck or heal. I think it's pretty obvious. Choose here. Looking for like a catalyst or something that we just didn't find. Could pick up a blur. Piercing Whale. Yeah, we don't have a Piercing Whale yet. I don't usually take heal hook. It's been quite a while since I actually have. So we'll see how it goes. Not having Bouncing Flask upgraded kind of sucks. I think she's buffing this turn, isn't that right? Since he's not below like 20 HP or something. I forget what the breakpoint is on the Centurion. It was interesting. I did 2 Watcher runs, and they were very different, largely because in one of them I was giving commentary, and then the other one I wasn't. And the one where I was just sitting there playing the game, I made a lot fewer mistakes. It wasn't even really close. It's really difficult when you're sitting here trying to keep a narrative going. Or at least that's the excuse that I'll give. Whew. Instead of Fire Potion and a dodge and roll, we'll take that. Fire Potion is... it could help us on the Tri-Slavers a lot. Turning into an interesting little strength run. We don't get well-laid plans into play, but I think we're fine without it. A do voodoo. Yeah, the +1, I guess we could... Look, I've done the Shiv deck run too. That one is also online. It was really fun, but difficult to reproduce. Yeah. Oh my god, pick up a paper crane. Chance at a second bouncing flask. Sure. Like those against the bronze automaton. Guess we'll heal for 3. Because why not? Could have stacked ink bottle a bit better there. We're getting our glass knife and corpse explosion taken, I believe. Bunch of jerks. Form of weakness, please. Really? Guess we proc Centennial Puzzle at the very least. It's something. Man, I was hoping for neutralize there. Okay. That works too. I was thinking we'd probably get it with dagger spray or something, or like worst case deadly, and then the poison would transfer anyway, but you know, that works. Now, it's not to say my dude isn't doing like a ton of damage here. Strength do we have? Just 1? Hey. Maybe I was meant to proc the shuriken more. Alright, getting hit for 24. We're currently at 11. We want Sucker Punch for basically just Heal Hook. Oh, it's gotta be poison. It is basically over. Hey, Legends. Night to you as well. Chance at an adrenaline after image and unload. Well, adrenaline is just always good. So it's kind of a question of if we want the after image or adrenaline. I actually like after image a lot. I have a couple zero cost things and things that should cost 0 in theory. So I do like the after image. And we can't upgrade our footwork either. Kind of like that. Sure, we'll take an after image. Chance at a runic dome, a Sozu, and a cursed key. Well, we do have a Duvu doll for the cursed key. So this is just strength. We also have our sapphire key, so we don't have to go open our chest here in Act 3 if we don't want to. So our flaming elites along the left or the right hand side, excuse me, right hand side here. We're gonna have to go elite though. We're bottlenecked into 2 of them. If we want to, we can try to take on 3 elites this act by going to the left here. Otherwise, we can take a shop here to the right. There's also one to the left, but we miss out on a campfire. So it depends on how we're feeling here, maybe. Five energy. What we really need now is a way to more regularly draw cards. So something like acrobatics is a really high pick for us. I'll probably use this. Okay. Oh my, Crippling Cloud Plus is just a snap pick. Our boss is the bird with arms. We may just duplicate that Corpse Explosion right away. Or not Corpse Explosion, Crippling Cloud. Yeah, I think we do. Oh, a shop. Okay, so we do have another shop potentially right after this, so we don't have to take anything here. Additionally, we could just choose to remove 2 cards, so that would be 225 gold total, which we can afford by the time we get to this next shop. And actually right now, but... Nightmare is also really interesting because we have so much extra energy, we can usually get the Nightmare off. I don't know what we're trying to Nightmare, but usually something. I don't know how much it would actually matter. We have a lot of good powers to duplicate. Crippling Cloud, footwork, neutralize. Probably not neutralize. I think I'm going to do a remove on this strike, and then because we have a third shop up here that's in the path, I'm going to take a second footwork here. Riddle with holes is interesting since we have strength scaling, but usually not. Sure. This is +1 strength. Take a snooze before our Flaming Elite, which is Floaty Boy with Metallicize. Okay. 5 turns of weakness with Paper Crane is pretty solid. This is just 12 damage we have to deal with. Okay. This fight has gotten a little silly. It's an interesting question. So, like, do you go the Nightmare route, or do you just remove a strike, which is kind of... burns. Like, just by removing a strike, you've basically procced Ink Bottle in that you don't have to draw that strike anymore. If you kind of get what I mean. At least that's how I'm gonna choose to think about it. But Nightmare's interesting. Like, we still don't have the Catalyst, which would be nice to pick up at some point. So there's maybe some space for it. You know, for an easy fight, this is going on for a very long time. It's largely a lack of the catalyst that I just mentioned. Okay. I think we're ready to just prep our ink bottle for the next fight, which is maybe a normal combat. Maybe we go left here. Oh. All right. Been hanging on to that survivor for a while. I guess we can put it to work. An oddly smooth stone for +1 dexterity. The emerald key piece will say Triforce complete. Power potion, and hey, a catalyst. Sweet. Do you love to see it? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's certainly like, it's, I don't know. I think you could argue both ways, which we kind of are. Like, I don't know. Maybe it comes down to personal preference. It'd be interesting to know which one is, like, truly correct, though. I mean, at this point in the game, we're doing pretty well, so... who knows? You just want the defense here. Guy's basically dead. Ink bottle? Actually may have wasted my ink bottle there. Predator's interesting. We do have 5 energy. So drawing more cards is always good, though we're kind of in a quality over quantity situation. Like, most of our cards are worth drawing as is, minus maybe these strikes or something. Expertise is also kind of interesting here. Sometimes it's good. Probably not usually, though, with well-laid plans and ink bottle proccing. Skip. A tiny chest? I don't think so. We'll not take the curse here. kind of secretly hope that they tune down this fight at a certain point. I find it to be excessively difficult on Ascension 20. So Glass Knife is like blocking 5 this turn. They both die next turn, though. We could also just throw Glass Knife into Repto and take the extra 5 here. Or use a potion. Fire Potion's probably our worst potion. Fire Potion doesn't do much for us on the Bird with Arms fight, though. Could be useful on the next one. This poison also just transfers if we Glass Knife. There's a non-zero chance, it's a coin flip chance, that it just goes to this dagger and we effectively block 10. Nice. Sometimes it all just works out. I should have prepped Ink Bottle. I keep not prepping Ink Bottle. I don't know why. I keep mentioning it like after the fact. It's just a total Space Cadet move. Okay. Sure. I think we fight. I like the red mask Paper Crane on turn 1 a lot here, so I don't... not too scared. But you never know. This fight tends to have a mind of its own sometimes. We do not have... We do not have well-laid plans. So we could just Pocket Watch for next turn. And then hope to draw into our Crippling Clouds, which is going to be one of our best defensive cards. So like just dodge and roll. Here's a full block. And then we pass after applying 6-hole poison this turn. It's slow. I don't mind using our Fire Potion here, though. So this is 21. We're full blocking. Usually burn this. I don't think we ever need it. You'll give me fire, give me that which slays Spire. That's pretty good. Catchy little tune there. Hey, cats and snacks. All right. So let us consider. I don't think we have to use our Fire Potion here, right? We're getting it for 27 and we can just full block. Then we win next turn. Ruined Ink Bottle again. All right, we're going to re-prep Ink Bottle. Every time, man. Every single time. I can't stop. I don't know why. What is wrong with me? All right, pick up a Fossilized Helix for our trouble. Piercing Whale Plus, yes. Get in here. We'll take this skill potion. 119 gold. So we actually can't remove one of our strikes. We're 6 gold short. We'll go for this giant head nerd. Yeah. Seems worth it. Hang on to this cycle since he'll be weak next turn. I don't know if we've gotten a lot of value from Heel Hook, to be honest. My initial intention was to use it to proc Shuriken more, but it hasn't really worked out like that. One. Suddenly not spooky. Okay, our weakness is... It's not super close to running out. Didn't need to force a giant malaise there. He's basically dead. Oh, and we have fossilized helix up too. Sure. Up a pantograph, chance at another power potion over our skill potion. And so we have Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger works really well with Shuriken and some plus dex, but it completely ruins the Pocket Watch. I think towards the end here, we're going to be leaning more into Pocket Watch than Shuriken, as we've kind of seen. Choke does also kind of work because we have 5 energy, but no. Oh, no, no. It's 27. Hey, Petey boy. Welcome back. A lot of defense to draw into. I think we're okay. Let me see. We have 27. We're getting it for 27. Never mind. We can just strike here. Hey. +1 strength. Let's go. 2-2. We got the captain's wheel this turn, too. Yeah, we picked up this fossilized helix. I was really excited about it, and then we just have not really put it to use at all. 7. Teach V2, thank you very much for the follow. All right. Oh, spooky ghost form, nice. Skip. All right, I'm gonna take a quick second before I start this boss fight. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Yeah, it is. It's been a good run. We haven't taken much damage at all. Largely, I'm going to say, due to Paper Crane being ridiculous. Maybe. Maybe it's solely on Paper Crane. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But yeah, it's been very good. We have to ask if we want Pocket Watch next turn. We do have the Specimen, so like the Crippling Cloud poison is not lost, and having it tripled up here is basically 21 poison for 2 energy at this point. But we are on 12 block right now. We're getting hit for 13, so we have to break Pocket Watch exactly, which is kind of obnoxious. I think it's worth it. Maybe we draw no defense and lose like Fossilized Helix on nothing, but hey, just like this. 14. We do 13. So we need the Specimen poison to transfer from cultist to cultist. Please? No, it missed. I thought I got it. Oh, that's fine. We have a lot of block, though, and we have 3 Piercing Whales in the deck, I think. 1, 2, 3. So we don't have to necessarily shy away from adding on the powers, especially with, like, a Paper Crane. It negates a lot of the strength. We can also just malaise, I guess. Malaise early. Just malaise for 4 or 3? I think that's fine. Even easier now. We are on 12 block. We need to do 1 more form of block here. This. Save one of these footwork. Like, we only need 1 of them. Don't think we'll need more than that. Oh, we haven't played one yet. We are saving Catalyst for phase 2. This first phase is on basically total autopilot. We're not in danger at all. We got 2 more Piercing Whales coming up. We need to grab one in the next 2 turns. Nice. No strength for you, my dude. I used to be really against that trick. I thought it was breaking the game in a way that wasn't intended, but apparently the devs have said that they're cool with it, so I guess I'm a fool not to now. Okay. Which trick was that? So you can do it on both. You can do it both on this fight and on the Time Eater fight. So as both the Awakened One and Time Eater transition into phase 2, if you apply a strength down as they're transitioning, they will lose their strength up that they have acquired from you playing powers or playing cards in the Time Eater's instance. So if you notice, the Awakened one was on +5 strength before it transitioned into phase 2. I used Piercing Wail, which gave it -6 strength. It wipes away all the debuffs, including the debuff that resets its strength back to where it was on the following turn. So that strength down has become permanent. Now, they don't stay at negative strength. They wipe that away too, but they also don't go back up to positive strength value. Seems cheating. But yeah, if you do it as the Time Eater wipes away all his debuffs going into phase 2, it works there as well. But yeah, I always felt like it was kind of cheating. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I guess I'm on board now. It makes the fights a lot easier, much more manageable. And I didn't want to be the only one who, sitting here struggling on these fights. That was streaming this. Just to prove a point that a lot of people don't even know. Alright, that is boss 1 of 2. We took 7 damage there. Go off into Donu and Deka, and we have a corpse explosion. Nice. When does the Time Eater transition? Yes, so when he goes below 50% HP, the following turn, you'll see the little, it's like this icon, the flaming blue icon, saying that they're buffing. And if you, so you basically have 2 turns to kill him once he's below half, like the turn you put him below half, and then the next turn where he's buffing. Because after he's buffing the next turn, then he wipes away all the debuffs and goes back to 50%. So you would, in theory, want to apply a Piercing Wail or Dark Shackles or a temporary strength down effect the turn that the Time Eater is buffing, below half HP. Okay, 2 choices. Corpse Explosion removes 2 charges of artifact. So 1 for the apply 6 poison, and then another charge for when the enemy dies, blah, blah, blah. So we could choose to Corpse Explosion to remove both artifacts from Donu this turn, or we could get Corpse Explosion applied this turn, which I like more with our Crippling Clouds coming around. Means we lose buffer, but I think that's okay. Yeah, Pantograph healed us to full. Like, why are we back at 70? It's pretty nice. $18 damage. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Which card is more broken? Corpse Explosion or Wraith Form? Wraith Form. It's, not really close in my book. Wraith Form is super, super broken. Oh, those hits were so good. I have 6 flasks, only 1 went to Deka. Okay, so this puts us at 17. We can just Piercing Wail. Yeah, so if this is our next turn, we do have a backflip, but I would like to proc Pocket Watch for next turn. We just do this. Damage. Oh, we have backflip and weak. I'm not taking damage here. It's the principle of the thing. So we take 1. That was on purpose. We got the perfect amount of HP now. Alright. Good fight, my shapes. Nice. Have a good night as well, Video Game Despot. Reported? Aw, man. A good nap here. Should have prepped ink bottle. Why can't I remember that? Just short of the apotheosis. Do toolbox or an anchor? We know anchor's always going to get value. We could go to 2/3 of the boat. Ooh, that is tempting. And toolbox usually breaks our pocket watch. I think we got a toot-toot, it's a boat. I like anchor a lot. Especially on turn 1 against the heart. I have to worry about blocking it all, and we have a fossilized helix, so we don't want to lose our buffer there. Is it though? Is it strange? Yeah, in this instance, I think it's pretty good. But I agree. Using a Beat of Death to draw 3 with Centennial Puzzle is usually the way to go. So we full block as it is, and we absolutely need Pocket Watch for next turn. So it's a matter of... using the right 3 cards to play. Like, getting Corpse Explosion down seems important. Neutralize for next turn on the Spire Spear seems really important. And potentially just bouncing Flasks to break all of the artifact that's left. Doesn't mean we don't get footwork down, though. Maybe we draw into a Crippling Cloud and basically draw our own footwork. Okay, let's play this game. So 6 damage. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That Crippling Cloud, please. Spooky ghost form. You seem early. Like, there's certainly a world where we draw through to the rest of our poison and just kill them both with Corpse Explosion. If we keep using Pocket Watch, we draw through basically 2/3 of the remainder of our deck. We also draw 1 with Ink Bottle this turn. Alternatively, we're taking a fair amount of damage. We do have Pantograph, so this damage doesn't actually matter. We'll block 21 with buffer, and then the 24 we take from the spear will be healed off from Pantograph, but it's not a matter of this turn, it's a matter of next turn and then the following turn. We also draw with Centennial Puzzle then, too. So if that was the case, the burns get blocked by plated armor. We would do Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison, see what we draw with Deadly. Maybe we see what we draw first, because we always Deadly, even if we Wraith form here. Decent block. Yes, sir. This is absolutely awful. Oh. Nice indeed. This is the second nice that we've gotten so far. Oh, we do have weak applied to both of them. We'll be -2 dex. We can get back to 0 with footwork. I think we just pass. Good kitty. All we need is a single deadly poison applied to the spear, and then we get full value, right? Or we die, or we win in the next 2 turns. We only have a single deflect for block, though. So, do we ever kill this turn? We have 24. You're effectively on, what? 42? Too much. We never do that much damage. So it's like footwork, well-laid plans, deflect deadly poison. Good stuff, my nerds. Pick up +1 more strength. Thanks, man. Thanks, my dude. Second dodge and roll. I don't know. It feels late, but we have 2 footworks, so it's 16 block for 1 plus an after image proc. I like upgraded dodge and roll. I like a lot in the hard fight. It gets in the way of us drawing through to our poison combo, but I'm gonna go with it. If we ever want this energy potion, I should think about that. Turn 1, we draw a lot of cards with Ink Bottle. There's going to be a lot that we want to play, and we don't have any other way to reduce the cost of stuff in our hand. The alternative is that we draw a bunch of garbage, and we want to proc Pocket Watch on the second turn, though. It's maybe more likely. If we don't proc Pocket Watch on the second turn, we can proc Centennial Puzzle on the second turn. My guess is we want the skill potion to apply weak, potentially. Or poison. and then it's just like concentrate, expertise, some garbage like that. I think I like the skill potion. Got back up to full nice 70 HP. And this is a hell of an opening hand. So we have both After Image and Well-Laid plans with buffer in place. Seems pretty easy. We'll apply Crippling Cloud, or maybe just Bouncing Flask. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we'd have to Deadly. That makes sense. Can also see what we draw with Ink Bottle, I guess, since we're always doing this and this. Oh, that energy potion I passed on is... Love this game. Oh, we should use the power bond. Thank you, yeah. Oh, thank you for telling me Noxious was in there, by the way. How did you know that? That's crazy. Guys, slay Spires. They know. Some people, they've just got the gift. Okay, so now I'm deciding what I want to hang on to. We have Weak for 3 turns. Defend just kind of sucks. It's 6 block. And we have Buffer for next turn as well. Now, if we don't draw any block next turn and we blow our Buffer on nothing, I'm especially sad. And we don't have Pocket Watch. This is the bulk of our poison kit that we've gone through, though, and we want to apply Catalyst as soon as we draw it, so maybe it's just Crippling Cloud. And maybe we use our skill pot for block if we don't draw any. We'll see. Hey, XQTQ. Are you kidding me? I guess we put Bouncing Flask in the deck and we do nothing here. Yeah, doing nothing and letting Buffer eating it is a semi-equivalent to playing a ton of block cards and blocking it. So doing nothing, even though it feels bad, it procs Pocket Watch for us. We get to use Centennial Puzzle next turn. We have Captain's Wheel next turn. I just wanted to play some stuff. We'll let Wraith Form go around one more time. Okay. It's not doing anything next turn. I think I just like the dodge and roll, so we can play some other cards, have some block the next turn. Seems good. How badly do I want a perfect fight? Do we ever get a perfect fight? Sometimes. After Image is only for 1 block, and Beat of Death is for 2 damage. So we would have lost Buffer if we did that. I think we want to hang on to Bouncing Flask for next turn, and then we can break the Artifact and Piercing Wail. We've not drawn through to Void yet either, but on 5 energy, it's not as big of a deal. It does mean that we're breaking Pocket Watch and hanging on to a bouncing flask, though, which could just mean we take a big hit. I mean, the alternative is like dodge and roll, footwork, dodge and roll, like catalyst, neutralize. Hang on to bouncing flask. I think that's okay. Whoa. I caught myself. Almost did a bad. Oh, we draw one with ink bottle here. It doesn't really matter. Would like that next turn, though. All right. Well, 16 block next turn without having to do anything. Actually, 20 with the plated armor. Aw, man. Skipped right over the funny number. If we just give up our plated armor here and play like Corpse Explosion to speed this fight up a little bit, that might just be better. We have Wraithform coming around, and then we proc Pocket Watch. And then we still have 3 Piercing Wails for the multi-attack, so I think we're okay. Bye, plated armor. I don't even need this. Ouch. That +1 strength. Ooh-wee. Backflip next turn, probably. Paper Crane is so busted, like we don't even need Piercing Wail this turn. I don't even know if we want this. We might just want to defend for like 10 block. We have 9 block already next turn. Okay. We have Ink Bottle perfectly prepared, just as planned. 28 damage again. I am so sorry, Mr. Hart. Or Mrs. Hart, we don't actually know. I only have 103 poison on him. Have Sucker Punch coming around. Alright, I'll take a small amount of damage to make sure that the Heart's weak for next few turns. $59, is that it? Not a funny number. All right. We'll pay respect to Spooky Ghost Farm. There you go, bud. You were here. GG. Back-to-back wins. Feels good. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever hit for the cycle before. I don't think I've ever gone Ironclad, Silent, Defect, and gotten wins on all three. I've gotten 3 kills in a night before, but I think only 2 in a row. I'm tied for my personal best. Oh, not about that one. Never mind. Why did I go here? I could have fooled everybody. I forgot we died to this slime boss. Stupid slime boss. All right, well, this is the one that matters. Yeah, I mean, really solid fight. I don't know. I don't know. There's not too much to go over, honestly. We basically just had good cards. We took an early Fusion Hammer. That didn't actually end up mattering all that much. I think that run in particular shows off the strength of Paper Crane, if anyone ever wonders why people refer to it as the best block or defensive relic in the game. Look at that poor heart, doing 28 damage on turn 8 or something. I don't even remember. Crazy. 5 energy was good. Even with the 5 energy, we were proccing Pocket Watch with some regularity due to the high 2-cost stuff in our deck. We could have gone over 3 cards, but I hope you also saw why proccing Pocket Watch is good. 8 cards is better than 5 cards. Write that down. Was that an 18-card deck? It was not. It's 34. See right here. I don't... Yeah, we definitely didn't get down to 18. I mean, you may have seen between our draw and discard pile the number be less than 34 if you added them up, because we exhausted some cards like Catalyst, Malaise. We got some powers into play, After Image, Well-Laid Plans, and things like that. So that just naturally reduced the amount of cards that we had in our draw and discard pile. It kind of thinned itself out over time. Crippling Clouds went away. Those were a big part. We picked up an upgraded Crippling Cloud at the beginning of Act 3, and then I think immediately after that, got the Duplication Shrine and just got 2 upgraded Crippling Clouds in the deck. Late, even with the Fusion Hammer. Solid stuff.